The one with the increase, have we survived that one? The one that increased from 140 to 617. We are still facing the challenge, and they say they will increase. They want to quit Nigeria. Everybody is complaining. Today, I cannot drive my car because of the issue of fuel. I will buy fuel 20,000 in a day, and if I use it to town, going back, it will fit. I stay in Cuba, and it not take me back. In a week, I spend 100,000. So, and I have other things to do. My family are there. I cannot pay. I can even to pay my students' school fees. I cannot even pay because of the money I spend to buy fuel. So it's very wrong. So if they are to remove fuel subsidy, should they affect the whole Nigeria before they know that they are helping Nigeria? It's very wrong. So taking it to increase it again, if they increase it again, that means they are directly killing Nigerians. Because the one that have killed them already, we are trying to survive it.
Speculation is everywhere. There is speculation of sudden increase. Obviously, it is very clear that this government have lost control of the oil sector, in the sense that we cannot afford to be importing and you still survive in the economy. We are selling the raw material, which is crude oil, and you are importing the refined product. You can't decide the market. Secondly, in the forest market, the value chain between dollar and naira is so unbearable. Naira is falling apart. So when you remove subsidy and you also devalue naira, it's two things. You can only devalue naira when you are manufacturing country, like China did. But now we are importing nation, and you devalue naira. There is now pressure on dollar. So if the price of fuel increase again, it will not come to me by surprise. But I'm advising Nigerians. It's obvious that protests cannot work. What we need to do is to switch over to CNG, compressed natural gas, which government has already provided as an alternative. It doesn't require refinery. It doesn't require importation. It doesn't require all these challenges. It's the natural gas. We have been wasting it for years. I'm only expecting government to release it, free kits. That is what government should have done over 1 year, and they only release 1 million kits. And to convert it is 750,000 or 1 million naira. It's so exorbitant for people to afford. That's why people are still depending on petrol, which is so costly and unavailable. Even Dangote refinery cannot survive in doing this because they will still sell at a high price. Actually, NNPC has no reason being a retailer of petrol. They should be a regulatory body to the level of manufacturing, which is refining, or distributing to other marketers. Now they are selling in 1 liter. Retail is so absurd. That's why they have filling stations everywhere. So to me, what I understood is that they had a pact with a Dangote refinery, non-disclosable agreement. They can't tell us how much Dangote is selling to them. They will now sell to other marketers at their own price, which is extortion. NNPC failed woefully. They should be looking at how our refinery will work. But now they are now capitalizing on mortgaging a private refinery on how the price will be sold. Now, they were selling at 617 before. When they bought from Dangote, they shoot it to 950, telling us it's how much Dangote sold to them. In market, won't you buy where it is cheaper? If Dangote is selling too high, have you forgotten where you used to buy it before? It doesn't enter well. We are learned, we are sound, we are not dafts. NNPC has disappointed the system, but to some extent, Mr. President has interest in NNPC because NNPC bought Uando, and Uando bought iChip. Mr. President is linked up to this transaction. I don't want him to disappoint Nigerians.
Based on this, honestly, there's going to be danger ahead if things are going to happen this way, because since the little that is happening presently, and they are taking off doing more of this, is going to worsen the situation. If we look at the high cost of living and other in transport aspect, and not even transport, everything that is using petrol, there's a big challenge which affects all the private status. Economic of the country, movement of the people, all is affected. So my advice to the government is never to go on to this, because it seems to me the government are stubborn. After all the cries that people are making before them, they don't even listen. All they will do is to add more cries to the people's eyes. So my own advice to the government, this is time for them to know that yes, there's time for everything. and they are pushing the people to the wall. And now when people get to the wall, what will happen? They have to reflect back. So I'm telling the government now to make a drastic action and withdraw this, what they are trying to bring before the masses. It will not work.
The government, you see, the government has the power to benchmark what Dangote is supposed to sell the oil to Nigeria, since they are the one that will be giving the crude to Dangote, and when Dangote refine, they have the power. They don't need to hide the price of crude for Dangote. At least what we are looking at is the convenience for the citizens of this country. This oil is meant for Nigerians. It's not meant for anybody. It's meant for Nigeria, but because some people are making their own selfish gain from it, that's why they create all this lacuna, and then they started speaking grammar. Say NNPC will take a position, while the federal government will take another position, and the Dangote himself will take another position. Government can have a way and harmonize everything so that Nigeria will enjoy the oil that God has given to us. It's a bonus for Nigeria. You understand? It's a bonus, and the refinery, that's Nigeria refinery, they are not working. And the most surprising is the whole things is still on to the NNPC. They know the reason why the refinery are not working. Maybe people in the government, they are the cause of the refinery not working, because we heard that many of our past leaders, they have their own refinery outside the country.
If Nigerians can survive, Nigerians are still surviving no matter the kind of situations. People are still making money, you understand? That is a fact. But the truth about the matter is it's way too much. It's only the few people who are able to manage themselves. You understand? The only few people who manage themselves with this current situation we find ourselves. But there are people enjoying, honestly speaking. You understand? But from my own point of view and my own judgment, I don't think people can survive. I don't think people can survive. Understand? People can't survive. Honestly speaking, they can't. Same people from junction to junction. They can't even enter vehicle from junction to junction. They trek instead. So you see how hard it is for people at this time. It's very hard, honestly speaking. But we still thank God for everything.
Individual basis. It all depends on how you make your money and how you're able to sustain yourself, your income level. Okay? But on a collective basis, I don't think we can actually survive it, in the sense that you might think you are doing well, you have your car, you have your income, but the next person by the side can't afford to have a good life, and he will resort to violence. He will resort to vices in the society, you understand? So it becomes an issue. Do you understand? So it all depends on who is affected. But on the general note, I don't think Nigeria is prepared. If you take cognizance with the elections that has been in the past and the protests that has been in the past, you will see that we are not actually preparing to accommodate all of this, to contain it.